We are America. And we are here to stay.
What democracy means. Who gets to participate in our government? Who has a voice? When we say we the people, what do we really mean? Do we mean everyone? And again, we're still asking those questions.
It won't be the end. This is just the beginning of a movement we are co-creating together, with women at the center of it.
Equality. It's something every American strives for, especially women. Since the beginning of time, women were meant to be submissive wives and only take care of matters that involved children and household items. Historians gave this a name, cult of true womanhood. You're only a true woman if you did as you were told, no matter what you thought. In 1848, a group of activists gathered in Seneca Falls, New York, to talk about everything that concerns women's rights. This was known as the Seneca Falls Convention. They believed that all women should have the same political responsibilities as men, like the right to vote. Susan B. Anthony thought this was the right time to push lawmakers for the right to vote be open to women as well. In 1869, a group formed called the National Women's Suffrage Association. In 1916, the NAWSA's president, Carrie Chapman Catt, came up with a winning plan. This plan ultimately led to the ratification of the 19th Amendment on August 26, 1920. The rights of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of sex. This was a big win for all women across the U.S. for years to come. Women have had many firsts. We had the first woman to serve on the Supreme Court, the first woman to serve in the U.S. Senate and House of Representatives, the first woman ever in space. But it's 2018 now, and even with women having all these successes, they're still not equal to men. Our fight is not about voting rights anymore. We are now fighting the right to be seen as more than our gender.
Women still have to struggle to prove themselves to society.
That for some unknown reason, we as women are treated differently, and it's really unacceptable.
Gender should not play a role in the way you treat people.
With women making up more than 50% of the U.S. population, people argue that women are a minority. Technically, they're not, because minority means fewer in number, but that's not the minority people are talking about.
If you're in a minority class, then there is not something wrong with you, but you are less than.
Being a minority has nothing to do with numbers, but everything to do with where you stand in society's eyes.
It's still a male-dominated society.
Inequality between men and women is most recognizable in the workplace. A big debate is a gender wage gap. Many people argue that the gap is not because of gender, but some beg to differ.
So the Paycheck Fairness Act is one piece of legislation that has been introduced for the last several Congresses to try to address this issue. You know, it is already illegal to pay men and women different wages for doing the exact same job. But unfortunately, it's something that still happens.
It's not, I don't think it's fair anywhere. If you're doing the same job, you have the same qualifications, there shouldn't be any equality.
In the United States alone, almost 7% of women work full-time in male-dominated professions. When women are in male-dominated fields, they're faced with numerous amounts of problems, such as stereotypes like the caring mother or the office housekeeper.
So when I came into corrections, I didn't have that issue, but you had those old school guys that were there before me that had been on for years and felt that, oh, this is a male society, what are you doing here? You can't do the job. You're gonna be a statistic and things like that, as far as falling into the traps of getting involved in a relationship with an inmate. So, and you can't fight and handle yourself when a struggle come about.
Women have begun to strive in politics. This past midterm election showed that. Many states got their first Muslim, Native American, and African American elected into Congress, and all of them were women. 23 women serve on the U.S. Senate and 84 women serve in the House of Representatives. As small as those numbers are, that's the largest number of women in Congress in history. Men still hold the majority.
She was our U.S. representative in Geneva to the ILO, but they refused to seat her because she was a woman. Among the greatest tragedies of history is man's suppression of the genius and the power and the creativity of women.
Women play a big part in the making of the U.S. and its success as a country. It's time people start to recognize that. Women will no longer play the role of submissive wife or office housekeeper. This is no longer a man's world. Gender is just an identification. It does not define what you're capable of in any way, shape, or form. Let it be known that women will keep fighting, whether it's for 10 more years or 100. Women will never give up.